Okay, let it be on record that this is the third attempt. I hope for the love of God, this thing works out. Like it's crazy. Hi everybody. Hi
I
David. Hi Dora. Hi Virtue. When I get to join us, I hope you join later.
And put a cork in your high school memories. This is my country, my damn country. Give me my country, you can keep the rest. This is my country, my damn country. And it don't mean a thing if it don't pass the test. If you ain't never spent a single night in jail, then get another job and I'll see you in hell. I'm crawling like a moth through the neon. Need a bucket of beer and someone to fight. Don't call yourself country if your music is shitty. Or this Carolina boy will take you down to Fifth City. You know who you are, I ain't gonna name names. Just keep your hands off my country and go back from where you came. My country, my damn country, yeah, my damn country, give me my country, my damn country, and if it don't pass the test.
Okay, guys, you're welcome to another amazing episode of EWL Podcast. Don't forget that this podcast is a platform for you to express you and a reality check. I'm going to say less because I don't want to take much of you guys' time. You guys are really, I really appreciate you guys. Really, I don't know, it's really encouraging that first time you guys showed up, second time you guys showed up, and this is the third time. I hope for the love of God, let us speaking. Okay, our topic today is emotional intelligence. I know we've gone over this topic, but it's just like we're reviewing it today. So let's just follow the sequence of the see how it's going. So, David, what do you have to tell us about emotional intelligence? Again.
okay, okay, emotional intelligence. Okay, I was okay. Like I said earlier, it's not really. It does not actually have to do with like this our generation alone. She gets emotional intelligence is just. I think it's personal emotional intelligence. I think I didn't talk about emotional intelligence last time. I will talk about
Yeah, you
how.
came late.
Yeah. I think emotional intelligence is just how I say it. I don't know. I don't know the one how I'll put it, but it's more like just being able to get hold of things in your head generally. Because generally, most people cannot actually really handle some sets of things in that sense. But you being aware, it's not really easy something. It depends on how. I think it also depends on how you have been grooming yourself towards that concept generally, like emotional intelligence from small. It's not really something that actually just like happen. Like okay, I'm emotional intelligent. You have to be grooming yourself right from time. Like okay, yes, I have to this one, and it's also based on experience. The things you've experienced in the past, and things you're experiencing now. You know, once you've experienced something before, you should be able to know how you handle it now compared to back then, and those kind of stuff like that. So it's just like I think it's actually something that actually this actually is based on experience. It's actually something that actually happen like regularly over time. Over time, so it's, you continue to develop emotional intelligence by experience.
Okay. Virtue, hi.
Hiya, hiya.
You're not joining us to the video today.
Ah, no, don't let me show my face. It's all the glories.
So what do you have to tell us about emotional intelligence again? Again.
Okay, emotional intelligence is still the same thing. Emotional intelligence is just your ability to understand emotions fully and to react to them intelligently. There's a different way. People don't know how to handle emotions, but emotionally intelligent people know how to handle those emotions and how to react, how to respond. An emotionally intelligent person knows that okay, if somebody is angry, you probably don't react to that situation by getting angry or so. And emotionally intelligent people has or emotionally intelligent people have different ways of handling different emotions. So I feel like emotional intelligence does have to has to do rather with a person's ability to handle emotion in an intelligent
Oh,
manner.
okay, thank you very much, Virtue. Dora, hi. Dora, can you tell us what you think about emotional intelligence? Is Dora there?
Yes, I am.
Ah, this is if I'm not showing your faces.
Sorry, I meant to do something. Okay. I
Okay.
think I want to say something first of all. I went back to like rethink this whole emotional intelligence stuff. Okay, and I think if I should get understand understand where she was coming from previously. I would say that everybody has the way they want to react to stuff. You get. So everybody thinks they are smart, they are experienced, they have been through some shit in their life that has helped them to become who they are. You get. But like individuals vary. So there are things that someone who thinks that they are very experienced and stuff would do that I, on the other end, would look at it and I'll be like, what kind of childish behavior is this? Should you get? So I think emotional intelligence is about an individual, how they perceive themselves, what they've been through, and how they want to react to things.
Oh, okay. Um, so we had two questions where we're like, what I don't forget to ask. The first question where I asked if we're really short-sighted in quotes, where they think that okay, this is our generation, we as the callers, that our mentality and our minds, our mentality and our behavior is just casual. We want to be everywhere, but at the end of the day, we are not there. So what do you have to say about that virtue? Like, do you think we are really short-sighted or we just know better?
Yes, I'm not. I won't say we are short-sighted. So I feel like it's because we know better. There are a variety of options for us to pick from. There are so many things for us to grasp. I mean, when which generation had it so much so that you have like the entire world in your phone. I mean, I could be talking to somebody in China, talking to someone anywhere outside. Like, it doesn't. I'm not restricted to my society. I'm not restricted to the family or to a village. Like, I don't even have to walk miles to be able to speak to somebody. So it's not as if we're short-sighted, but it's just that we have a variety of so many other things, and then we know better. There are so many other things that we're also trying to learn. So it's not as if we're short-sighted. I don't know if that answers the question.
Dora, what do you think about?
I don't think I don't think anybody is short-sighted. I feel like we all have our different goals and dreams. Like I said, everything is about the individual. We all have our different goals and dreams. There are people that want to be footballers. They don't even know where they want to start from. They come from very minimal homes and all. I'll use an example. Okay, when I was in secondary school, I had a classmate that he wasn't really the school type. So he wanted to go to Germany to play ball. So he dropped out from school in SS2. His parents are freaking rich. Oh. But till today, he has not been able to go to the Germany and he did not finish secondary school. Now he's doing skits online. So I think nobody is short-sighted. It just everybody has dreams and goals, and we've been told and taught that we should pursue our dreams and goals so we don't have regrets. So the fact that somebody is doing what they want to do doesn't mean, and you're seeing it and you feel like, oh, it's a daft move, doesn't mean the person is short-sighted. The person is seeing far from the person's angle. The person knows what the person wants. Yes. Yes, so the person knows what the person wants. The person is seeing far from his own angle. So I feel this whole topic is just about respecting people's decisions and boundaries because everybody has their emotions. They have they have what they've been through. There are people who have been through so much in life and they are trying hard to become would I say hard. They begin to become very strong, resilient, and the rest. There are other people that they just give up. They are tired. They don't have the strength anymore. So you that is now working harder every day because of what you've been through, you now see that person and say the person is short-sighted because the person doesn't want to move again, or the person doesn't have emotional intelligence, the person is not strong emotionally because the person doesn't want to move again. But everybody has their level of what will I call it, tolerance, what they can absorb.
Okay, I
So
think coming from your own perspective, that is something I think our parents don't understand. I used to tell my mom every time that I don't understand how you went through your stress and you want me to go through that stress. My daddy will come and say, that when we're your age, you'll speak to me, but when we're your age, we go to the farm around 5, you are just lazing about. I'm like, how is that what you're supposed to say? My child will not do such a thing. So then what do you have to say concerning this perspective that because they went through that, does that mean you have to go through that same thing? Like I think that's where the issue is coming from Generation Z as we call it.
Yeah, no, I think I've said one time that the things that was available during that time are different for the things that are available during our own time. Back in the days, they don't have a phone, they don't have a tab, they don't know that you can just take your phone and make money. You don't know, there are many things that are, the standard of living was very different from what you have now. So people don't, how I say it, when people get to some age, adapting to change is very, very hard for them. So they just try to compare their own way of life to us. But personally, I don't think it is normal. I don't think it is okay for our parents to actually want us to live the same life they lived. Bruh, how can I be in the farm, moving yam from the ground? I mean, how did I say it? And when you can actually do something else. I mean, let me say this, back in days gone, university was not actually really a big deal. If you find parents that actually went to university back in the days, they have most people that actually stay in probably like the urban area. So now everybody want their child to go to university. Like, okay, I'm going to go to university. That kind of statement, like my child has to go to university, my child has to do this one, my child has to do this one. So them wanting us to be like them is not even, it's just them it's just them trying to move along with the change that we have currently. It's not really about them really being, so it's just a matter of change.
David, what you said is true. I remember I have a family, it's not really close to us. The man, this mentality of your children have to go to school. You know, the man said, I got out of school, so my children will not go to school. It means I did not go to school, so why would they go to school? And legit, he's training them like to do wedding job and everything. And I think it's really, like Virtue said the first time we had this test run, that I think because of they had collective whatever, so it was easier for them to like impose, like these are the norms we are supposed to do, these are the normal behaviors the child is supposed to portray.
I think even back in the days, they don't have many things actually influencing that decision. Most of the times, what they hear is usually from their parents. Exactly, kind of.
Because it's just like if somebody comes and says if you put it in that water now something will happen, everybody will just avoid the water. But in our today's time, everybody is curious. There's a scientist that wants to go and bring out the water and test what will happen. So I feel like there was something we said in the last one that just makes sense the most, and that's just the summary.
I mean, I think that's why it's easy. I think that's why it's even easy for someone to your parents to send all these kidney that they met so kidney that if you do this, all those stupid broadcasts they send on your WhatsApp. I am like, what's this? Like, where did you get this information from? This kind of stuff. Like they easily believe literally anything, like anything. Like they just believe that okay, this is how it is. They won't even like check whether like this our generation now. You still ask question like why is this so? Why do I have to do this? Like for them, they say it's like that. Just be it. They say okay, this is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. They won't even question whether what they are doing is actually like
right or wrong.
Is it right? Is it wrong? So that's just the difference between us, our own generation, and them. Because we actually ask questions.
Yeah, the summary of everything, like we said the last one was if you're not the creator, you definitely be the critic about it. So that's what I'm still saying. You're not respecting another person's point of view. You're just seeing it from your point of view. Doesn't mean the next person is stupid.
And that's it. Monet, you're welcome. So we're giving our opinion on emotional intelligence, and they've brought two perspectives where that our current generation are the short-sighted ones, and they feel like because they did not have anything influencing their behavior, their level of awareness, that is why they see our Generation Z, as they call it, Generation Z, as we lack emotional intelligence. So what do you have to say about emotional intelligence?
I think like we did the earlier, I mean days back when we were just running this thing. Like I said, I think this our generation we are actually emotional intelligent because I feel like a lot has changed. If you look at our parents' days and what is going on now, a lot has changed, especially in respect to socialization. Let me use the word. I feel like the way we interact right now was not how our parents were interacting then, maybe because of the influence or the introduction of um, technology, science and technology, media, and all, you understand? I mean, I feel if we're not emotionally intelligent, look now, you can't compare. In our parents' days, I mean, the ideal man would just want to go to school. Some of them were like my mother worked with a WAEC result. As in right now, you cannot even work with a BSc result with a 2-1, you're
Mm,
not even guaranteed.
yeah.
So I feel if we're not emotional intelligence, the idea of entrepreneurship will not even come. I think right now, if you ask an average Nigerian youth, really, really, most of them or some of them really want to do entrepreneurship. When you use the word most of them actually want to do entrepreneurship. And now, so like we earlier said, some of them don't really know what they want. So from that some of them really want entrepreneurship because they feel like that is their purpose or that is where they can excel. Some just want to do entrepreneurship because they feel like now the society has influenced them, like you are not an entrepreneur, you are a failure and all, At the end of the day, some people still have to do the regular 9 to 5. I mean, for instance, if I want to be an entrepreneur, I still want to go to it. I'll still be going to my office, I mean, every day. So the idea of entrepreneurship is just because you can decide to say today I'm under the weather, let me just see how to without you explaining yourself. So, like I said that day, I think if your mentor or who you were talking of says we're not emotionally intelligent, I think she's wrong. Reason being that if we're not emotionally intelligent, the society would have been worse than the way it is, particularly in Nigeria. Because I mean, look at Nigeria. The country does not even promise
It
the
doesn't
youth
even encourage,
anything.
it doesn't even encourage anybody to do anything in this country.
I mean, as I am now, I will just come out. Like even as an entrepreneur, you see they try to do everything to even encourage poverty instead of eradicate poverty. But yet you will still see that at least, let me not exaggerate, at least every month a new millionaire is made in this Nigeria. How? At least a new millionaire. If somebody is new that has seen 1 million naira, so because already the word emotional intelligence is very deep and it's broad. Oh. You understand? Because emotions is it has a lot to do with everything that we're doing. So already us growing up in this kind of country where it's a failed system, it has really fucked with our emotions and our mental health. So I feel if we're not intelligent, we will not be able to achieve some of the things we're achieving. But I can agree with her where she says some of us do not know what we want. I feel yes, and again, that is because like Dora, I don't know if it's Dora that said it, and David said there are a lot of things that are now influencing our choices and our decisions. I don't know if you understand. So I feel like in that regard, for instance, you can just see a boy that wants to smoke Igbo. Like maybe I want to smoke Igbo now. I know I'm smoking Igbo. I probably want to smoke Igbo because I have a thought of one thing I want to do, and I feel like by smoking Igbo, my head will open and I will get more creative ideas. On the other hand, you will just see maybe my next friend that is next to me just want to smoke Igbo because he feels like he wants to smoke Igbo and feel among. I don't know if you understand. So I feel like we're emotionally strong and emotionally intelligent. And again, so talking about another thing that has affected us is our upbringing. I think them David, I was not able to talk about that the other day. I think them David lay emphasis on that, our upbringing. So that's another thing that affects the way we reason and the way we go about things now. I don't know if you understand. Let's take for instance, um, as a little boy then, my mother used to beat me well. Do you understand? Like for everything, like I go to play ball, I do this, my mother used to beat me. So there was a time where even when I was doing the things that was wrong, but I knew at the end of the day it's beating. It became
That's
used to me.
consequences.
Do you understand? And I feel like right now that has structured me into I'm a kind of person that like I use myself as an example because I cannot talk to anybody. I'm a kind of person that do you know that I do not even when I think of the consequences, I do not fear the consequences until it comes to me. So like let's take for instance, like when I mean consequence, I mean obvious one. For instance, I know that if I put my hand inside hot oil, my hand will burn. Cannot go and do that kind of thing. But I'm saying I know that for every thing I want to do, every decision I want to make, there is a consequence. There's a consequence rather. She understand. So there are consequences. So but I try not to think about the consequences. I just want to do it. When the consequences come, I know I'll face it. So I feel because of how I was brought up to say, at the end of the day, whatever that faces you in life or that is on top of front of you in life will not kill you. I don't know if you understand. So at the end of the day, I think emotional intelligence, I think it's for our generation. I think see, we are the best generation. Well, our parents answered prayers, but they don't know.
Why you said that again? Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Yes, you understand. So emotional intelligence, I think it we are very strong with that. Knowing what we want or what we don't want, I agree with that. I think many of us, because of the various things that influences our decisions and our choices, some of us don't even know what we want anymore. So I
Oh,
think
we have 7 minutes more. So I just want Betty to point to this part. I think we've been talking more of our social awareness. Obviously, this generation was socially aware. But there's something I would not deny that there's some things our parents would know better than us. No matter what we say that we are Generation Z, we are more aware. We have the social media influence and a lot of things. So Betty, I just want you in 3 minutes, because we have just 7 minutes, to just point to where the fact of self-management, relationship management rather, and self-awareness. So what extent do you think our Generation Z, has revolved, I mean involved with these three criteria, or three whatever I mentioned? Yeah. We're
Self-awareness,
summarizing 3 minutes. Yeah. Self-awareness, self-management, and
relationship,
relationship management.
how our
Yeah.
generation has evolved.
Well, yeah. With respect to emotional intelligence factors.
Okay. For
We have three
self-awareness,
minutes.
for self-awareness, I think our generation has evolved a lot. We are better at like telling or giving our identity or telling who we are. We're better at defining ourselves, like saying, who am I? Because back then, when there was no evolution, obviously, there was a stringent range of options where it's either you are a good person or you're a bad person. There was no real platform for a person to really say, okay, this is who I am, and to be really aware of yourself. There were laid down rules, laid down protocols, laid down everybody follow this particular place. If you do not, you are gone. But here we actually have different platforms that we can actually be aware of ourselves and then explore different areas of ourselves. I mean, we have dance, we have music, different kinds of music, not just one particular genre. We have different ways that we are now getting more aware of ourselves, our talents, different things. And then for relationship management. For relationship management, we were talking about relationship management. I wouldn't put this in a particular way that this is how it is or this is how we've evolved exactly. Why? Because somehow the better communication tools and stuff like that have helped us to like kind of like keep tabs on other people, just a phone call can do. But at the same time, these communication tools have also kind of made us drift apart from other people. Like, if I just call this person, it should be not to just call them, maybe I just send message or WhatsApp message. So no need to see, no need to bond, no need to stop. So as I said, in two ways, in the evolution, how we have evolved for relationship management, we have been able to one, handle relationships better, faster, easier, and two, it has also kind of also done or caused a little harm in how we handle our relationships. There's that kind of bond that usually say that that this one is my sister from another mother or something like that. So, and when you're talking about self-management, I really understand what you're trying to say about that. Probably you're talking about self-development, how I've been able to develop ourselves,
Yeah,
or how I've
contain
been able
yourself.
to. or manage ourselves. Yes,
Yeah.
I think we have evolved well on that too. I mean, if you're looking at the kind of various tensions, various things that are happening in this world, in our countries today, I have to say kudos to this generation for not balking, as in for not just lying flat. I mean, with the number of things that are happening in Nigeria daily, with the number of things as Nigeria and our crews, honestly. But the fact that we have not fallen, we have not like say, we no do again, no, may everybody just get out. With the fact that the government is making things harder, everybody's just doing this in different ways, and we are still finding different ways to find vibes, to find happiness, and to find different things. Entrepreneurship. I mean, if this kind of tension, maybe I'm just saying, but I'm thinking if this kind of tension had happened probably in our generation, in a generation that was not ours, probably later or before, if it had happened before, I doubt how they would have been able to cope with it. But we have come up with different coping strategies. We have comedies, we have different things, we have skits that have been able to help us to manage ourselves. So if we're talking about how I've been able to evolve, how I've been able to cope relationship wise, self management, and also in self awareness, I think we have done a lot of. Let's
Thank you
just
very
clap
much, Beth,
ourselves.
too. And we don't have much time. It's already about to like trickle off or whatever. We have 2 minutes left. So for me, I just feel like I said, it's just being aware. And how aware are we? We're not just, we don't want to just go with the trend. We want to be aware. Why are we doing what we do? Why are we involving what we're involving ourselves with? So I don't want to dwell on that much. So I just want to thank you guys again. Bonnet, Davy, Dora, Virtue. This means a lot to me. I appreciate you guys big time. So guys, don't forget to go subscribe to my YouTube channel at Luchi Sconcept. It's going to pop on the screen. I hope so. Don't forget to stream my podcast in Anchor, Spotify, and in Apple Podcast. And don't forget to engage on YouTube, subscribe on your notifications. Let's get the subscribers to over 200 subscribers or more. I'm your host, Meteorology Gloria, and thank you so much, guys. I cannot thank you guys enough. I'm going to keep saying thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you very much, guys.
All
I
right.
really appreciate it. And I hope we get to do maybe a two on emotional intelligence before we round up. David, you want to say something?
I said you're welcome.
Let us know.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to let us know you want us to do it again.
Yes, I hope. And I'm getting from you guys that AWL Experience Luchi podcast is going to be running up June 7th. So we are going on a long break. We don't know we're going to be back with season two. But season one finale is going to premiere June 7th. So make sure you watch it. Make
Oh
sure you stream it on
yeah.
YouTube.
All right.
Make sure
Oh
you
yeah, pick
stream it on
location
Anchor.
that.
Just stream online. It's online. Online is location. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Dora. I want to thank you especially. I don't think we are that close. We just met once on your podcast, and you turned out
Dora,
to be an
hi.
amazing somebody. Dora has a
Hi.
podcast too, so you can go
Oh,
stream our podcast. Dear Dora
All right.
Bella on Anchor. It's showing on Anchor. Yeah, and she sells person nails. Virtue has a podcast too. But Virtue, what's up? What's up? I want to be on your podcast one of these days.
the Lord is
So,
good.
I would
so
also
thank you
love
very
that virtue.
No wala.
Okay, guys. Bye. I really appreciate this
All
section.
All
right.
right, take care.
Bye,
Bye
All
guys.
right. Take
Yeah,
now.
care.
take care,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
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 Bye.